Love knows no boundaries until the world tries to build them. This is a story of two teenagers from opposite sides of life. Aaliyah, a strong and determined girl from the hood, and Christian, a boy of privilege, whose paths were never meant to cross. But fate had other plans. What started as an innocent chase between their dogs turned into a love story that defied the odds. But would their love survive the cruel hand of reality? Stay with us as we unfold a tale of love, loss, and redemption. 17-year-old Aaliyah Jenkins had grown up in the heart of the hood, where resilience was a necessity and dreams often felt just out of reach. Despite her circumstances, she carried herself with a quiet strength, her brown skin radiant against the backdrop of the struggle she knew too well. Her best friend, a scrappy golden retriever mix named Rocky, was her escape from the harsh realities of life. Every evening, she took him to the park to let him run free, if only for a moment of peace. Across the city, in the affluent neighborhood of River Heights, lived 17-year-old Christian Hawthorne. He had everything a person could want: money, prestige, and opportunities handed to him on a silver platter. But he longed for something more, something real. His only true friend was Duke, his purebred husky, a gift from his parents that came with more expectations than companionship. One fateful afternoon, fate decided to weave their stories together. Rocky, full of boundless energy, bolted after Duke the moment he saw him in the park. The two dogs tumbled and played, oblivious to the stunned expressions of their owners. "Rocky, get back here," Aaliyah called, breathless as she ran after him. Christian turned, startled, watching as a beautiful girl approached. She was different from the girls he knew. Her curls wild, her sneakers scuffed, her presence electrifying. "Guess our dogs decided to be best friends before we even got a say in it," Christian said, attempting to mask his nerves with humor. Aaliyah smirked. "Looks like it. Maybe they know something we don't." They exchanged numbers before parting ways, and that night, their conversation stretched into the early morning hours. They discovered an undeniable connection: music, books, dreams of escaping expectations. It was love at first sight, but it grew into something deeper with each passing day. For weeks, they were inseparable. Christian found solace in Aaliyah's unfiltered honesty, while she found comfort in his unwavering support. He brought her to places she'd never seen, and she showed him a world he'd never known. They spent nights on the phone, whispering dreams and fears, sharing secrets they had never told another soul. Christian marveled at Aaliyah's determination, her ability to find joy in the little things. She admired his kindness, the way he saw her for who she was, not where she came from. But reality struck when he invited her to dinner at his home. Aaliyah had never been more nervous. She chose her best outfit, trying to fit into his world. But the moment she stepped into the grand estate, she felt out of place. His parents, Mr. and Mrs. Hawthorne, exchanged glances before she even spoke. And when she did, their disapproval was immediate. Her slang, her accent, her very presence was a reminder of everything they didn't want for their son. After dinner, his father pulled him aside. "She doesn't belong here, Christian. End it." "I love her," Christian stated firmly. "Then you're a fool." Back in her neighborhood, Aaliyah's parents welcomed Christian with open arms. Her mother embraced him like a son, and her father, though cautious, appreciated the boy's genuine heart. As long as my baby's happy, that's all that matters," he had said. But things took a cruel turn when Aaliyah's father was suddenly fired from his job at a prestigious company, a company owned by none other than Mr. Hawthorne. Christian was furious when he found out the truth. "You did this," he confronted his father, "because of Aaliyah. Consider it an incentive. Stay away from that girl, and maybe her father gets his job back." Christian was devastated. Guilt consumed him, and in the end, he made the heartbreaking decision to walk away, thinking it was the only way to fix things. Weeks passed, and Aaliyah heard nothing from him. She tried to move on, but the pain lingered. Meanwhile, Christian was drowning in his own misery. One night, overwhelmed with frustration, he took a reckless drive, speeding over 100 miles per hour with the music blasting. Then, through the chaos of the moment, he heard a voice call his name. It sounded like Aaliyah. Startled, he lost control of the vehicle. The car hit the divider, spinning out of control before crashing. Everything went black. When he woke up in the emergency room, he refused to talk to anyone except Aaliyah. His parents had no choice but to reach out to her. Aaliyah rushed to the hospital, her heart pounding. When she saw Christian, tears filled her eyes. He reached for her hand, confessing everything: his father's manipulation, his guilt, and how he thought breaking up was the only way to help her family. But even after all this time, Christian still refused to communicate with his family. His father, realizing he was losing his son, finally caved. He reinstated Aaliyah's father and apologized, understanding at last that nothing he did would keep them apart. Over time, bridges were rebuilt. Christian's parents made an effort to change, to understand, and to embrace the love their son had chosen. And as for Aaliyah and Christian, they moved forward, determined to make something of themselves. Christian took up an internship at a nonprofit organization dedicated to helping underprivileged communities. Aaliyah pursued her passion for writing, enrolling in college with a scholarship she had earned. They faced hardships, moments of doubt, but their love never wavered. Christian's father never reached out, but his mother secretly visited once, her eyes filled with regret. Years later, Christian and Aaliyah returned to the same park where their dogs had first met. Duke and Rocky, now older but still playful, ran through the grass as their owner sat on a bench, hand in hand. "We made it," Aaliyah whispered. Christian kissed her forehead. "And we always will." As time went on, they built their own family, raising their children with love and resilience. They taught them that love knows no boundaries, that courage means standing up for what's right, and that true wealth is found in the bonds we create. And in the end, love proved more powerful than money, more enduring than prejudice, and more real than any fortune could ever be. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like and subscribe for more heartfelt stories that inspire and uplift.